Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. Downtown town streets to the Carroll Creek view. There's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, fills up your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. City's so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view. There's something special here, you feel it too. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view. There's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, fills up your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. City's so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view. There's something special here, you feel it too. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view. There's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, fills up your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so light.
Hello, I'm Brian,
I'm Kristen.
and we're from St. Michael's Intern, and you're watching Good Morning Frederick.
Good morning, Frederick. Oh, yes, that St. Michael's Intern is a pilot that was shot here in Frederick. Hopefully it gets picked up for a series and we could have actors around us all the time. Today is Wednesday, August 27th. I am your host of Good Morning Frederick. My name is Dani Gurrie. Good Morning Frederick is a show all about Frederick County, the people, the events, things that affect us, you know, just the general cool stuff to remind you what a great place we live. And I do believe we live in a great place. Today, we got what's happening in Frederick. I'm going to go a little bit more in depth leading up to a Labor Day weekend. There are still some things happening in and around Frederick, but boy, oh boy, the calendar is getting chock full of events. I spent last evening adding several big events going on in and around Frederick. The fall is where it's at, I got to tell you. I have an interview with Youssef Aboul-Enein, and he graduated from Hood College with a doctorate, but that is just one of a few degrees that this man has. And he is so fascinating. I hope you will find him fascinating as well. And then we have an additional segment of Front Paige. Paige Trendell, who is a sophomore now at the University of Maryland School of Journalism, interviewed Christine from Daisy Cakes Bakery in Jefferson, Maryland. And we have that segment coming up today as well. All Good Morning Frederick proceeds now through Sunday benefit the Urbana Hawks athletic boosters. That's right. You purchase a $25 gift card. Well, you could do that too, I guess. I don't really have gift cards, but t-shirt. Purchase a t-shirt and the proceeds benefit the Urbana Hawks. And, look, the great part about that is Got Electric is matching every donation dollar for dollar up to $25,000 through December. So when you purchase your merch, you get something great and you're really going to give something back to the athletes at Urbana High School. All right, it's time to go ahead and get this Wednesday rolling right along. Morning Frederick is sponsored by Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic. They can understand how pain can hold you back. Save $400 on your first visit. That is phenomenal. You can be on the road to feeling better for just $50 when you mention Good Morning Frederick when you book your appointment. That is worth it for sure. Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic is dedicated to helping you achieve your wellness objectives. And actually, even if you don't have any pain right now, this is a perfect opportunity to get that benchmark appointment. You get a full comprehensive workup, including x-rays, all of it for just $50. Then you know right now where you are. So if for some reason something happens in the future or you do start to have pain, you will know exactly the progression of that pain from today. That's what I did. I didn't have a lot of pain. I just went in for that initial consultation so that I now know what my bones look like and how everything is aligned right now at this point in time. I highly recommend you do that. Go to midatlanticclinic.com for the details and to schedule your appointment. All right, well, let's find out. You know, a lot of people say to me, well, I don't know what to do this weekend, or is there anything happening tonight? Well, of course there is. I'm going to walk you through the Everything Frederick calendar, and then we're going to find out exactly the highlight of events over the next few weeks. But first, this. Happening in Frederick is sponsored by Intense Barbecue. They are family-owned barbecue food truck, and they're a full catering company. They cook in small batches always to make sure the food is as fresh as it can be when it gets to you. You can find them at intensebarbecue.com, and when you do, you will satisfy your meat tooth. All right, for the calendar with all the links, you could go to promocircus.com. That is my website. Click on Everything Frederick Live and then the calendar of events. You could do that. Or if you go to the video you're watching right now, there is a link. Highlight that link or click on it and save it, bookmark it, do whatever you need to do, because I'm going to show you what this calendar looks like. And I'll tell you this, you know, we work really hard to update it as much as possible for you. But this is what it looks like when you get to it. So let's see, what are we at? Today is the 27th. 84 additional events today. I mean, look at that. Okay. Now, very, very difficult to see this, all these events in this format. Okay. So what I recommend you do is up here in the corner, instead of month or week, I mean, you could look at the week too, but again, not very easy to view. Look at all those events. So if you go to schedule, that's kind of like an agenda. It gives you all of the events in order of the start time, which is phenomenal. If you're out and about in Frederick, you're running errands, you're doing things, and you think, hey, let me, I'm in Frederick. I want to figure out what's happening today. It'll tell you from where you are right now and time-wise what comes up next, okay? So you can see through here, there are a lot of events. I have included all of the high school sports schedules because I do believe that it's important for us to support our local high schools, because that's your neighbors and your neighbors' kids. I'm just trying to get it here so it's a little bit, you can see it a little bit better. There you go. Okay. So, when you support your neighbor, your high school sports, go in. Actually, it's free, I think, for adults over 55. Oh my, that means I'd be free now too. Buy your coffee or your soda or hot dog from the concession stand. That absolutely helps the local booster clubs. But you can see there's a lot of great stuff happening in and around Frederick. And with a lot of these, I'm just trying to see if I have them in this one. Let's see if we click on more details here. Oh, no, not. That's taking me to my calendar. I'm just trying to see. Okay, so here you can see there is a description. You can see where it is. You can copy it right to your own calendar. You can, many of them have links, so you can go straight to where we pulled the event from, which I think is important too, in case changes are made and things like that. Obviously, things happen all the time, so don't simply count on this calendar for sure, because I can't keep up with all the changes as well as everything else. But that is the Everything Frederick calendar. It is also pinned on the Good Morning Frederick Facebook page under featured. You can find it as well if you ever forget. All right, today, 9 to 11. Well, you're going to have to scooch over there quickly. WFRE's Wheel of Prizes at Dublin Roasters. While supplies last, you can spin and win. 1780 North Market Street. All right, starting tomorrow through September 4th, it's the Jaws 50th anniversary showings at Warehouse Cinemas. And you can go see it on the big screen. I don't think I've seen that movie in full since 50 years ago. I know I've seen parts of it here and there, obviously, but I'd love to go see that again on the big screen. Might have to do that. You can do that Tuesdays, $7 Tuesdays, Wednesdays, $8 Wednesdays, and specials throughout Warehouse Cinemas. August 29th, Artspiration is having their open house. They are located 915 Toll House Avenue, Suite 101. Apparently, it's going to be like artist studio spaces and things like that. You can go 10 to noon and 5 to 7 p.m. From 4 to 7, Brunswick Farmers Markets welcomes Fox Haven Farm for some summer market fun. And it is the very end of the summer for that one. August 30th, Play Music on the Porch Day, Main Street in Newmarket. If you're looking for something fun to do this weekend, I recommend that. They got a ton of talent lined up throughout the day. Just search Play Music on the Porch Day on Facebook, and you'll see that design I have here, or that, oops, I didn't mean to do that. The graphic has a lineup of everything going on throughout the day. Very, very cool event. And you can hang out in Newmarket, which is an amazing town. Be sure to stop by my friend Ashley's place, Prospect Pantry. And then September 2nd, Tuesday, Watch and Win starts. If you don't have a Good Morning Frederick magnet on your vehicle right now, and if you didn't text us an image of that magnet on your vehicle, well, that's silly. Do that this weekend. Be sure to do it. You can pick up your magnets at the home of Everything Frederick 24/7. I have a little basket out front, so you can grab your magnet. There's instructions inside on what to do to be included in the Watch and Win contest. So here's how it's going to work. On Tuesday, we're going to show one of the vehicles with a magnet on it on Good Morning Frederick. And you have 24 hours. So it means it's okay if you can't watch the show live, no big deal. You can watch it when you get home from work or when you have some time. But within 24 hours, if you reach out to me, then you're going to win $100. That's it. Simple, easy. Who doesn't need $100? I don't know. I do for sure, but I can't win, even though my whole car is Good Morning Frederick. All right, so get your Good Morning Frederick magnet at the home of Everything Frederick, at Tree Trekkers, of course, on 144. You can get one at Kids First Swim School, which is at the FSK Mall, or Key City Myofascial Release, which is on West Patrick Street, 617, I think is their address. I am going to have, there's going to be a direct mail piece that's going to be hitting mailboxes very, very soon. You have all month, every weekday through September 30th, we're going to be doing Watch and Win. So you have tons of opportunity to win. All right. On September 6th, which is a week from Saturday, I'm going to be at the Westridge Square, broadcasting live for WFRE from 10 to noon. It is for the Corvette show. Over 100 Corvettes are going to be on display. We're going to have some giveaways and fun. And don't forget, obviously, you can shop at all the stores. You can have lunch at all the great places. Westridge Square on Route 40 on the Golden Mile. I will see you there next Saturday from 10 until noon. And then, my goodness, it's time. You're running out of it, really. But over this holiday weekend, think about what you can bake or make, or a photograph that you've taken that you can get matted. First, I want you to go to thegreatfrederickfair.com and look on the website at the opportunity to enter items into the Great Frederick Fair. Did you know you could do this? Anyone can. When you walk through those buildings at the Great Frederick Fair and you see all those ribbons and all those items like cakes and cookies and sauces and all that great stuff, well, you can enter them. And by doing so, you get a free week-long pass into the fair. So it's $12 to enter each item. And if you go to the fair just twice, you have more than paid for that. Okay? So bake something. Mama Cone is going to be baking something. I might have to make something myself, but check out all the details at thegreatfrederickfair.com. I think it's under exhibitors or something like that. Has all the details you need to enter items in the fair. All the restrictions or all the rules for each individual item. And I recommend you do it. You do it. It's a lot of fun, actually. And it's really fun once the fair opens. Well, on Friday, you won't see it because they're still judging. But Saturday, from Saturday to Saturday, you're able to walk through the buildings, find your items, and see if you made any money. That's right. The ribbons equate to prize money. That's not a lot. It's not a lot, to be honest, but you can still win a couple of bucks, which we love. We love that so much. All right. So that starts on really the early September 6th and then the whole following week. So farm and garden drop off for beer, wine, mead, and cider. They also have household building entry drop off. And so it goes. Okay. At 10 a.m. also on September 6th, you can join Nancy and Nancy's Tough Cookies in a walk around Spring Ridge. You're going to join up at J&P's Pizza. It's all to benefit the National Ovarian Cancer Coalition Walk. And you can search for that on social media and you will see her walk and the registration information. On September 7th, there is a standardbred horse show at the Great Frederick Fair from noon to 4 p.m. And now you can see the week of the 9th, there are a ton of things having to do with the Great Frederick Fair right before it opens. Also, right now, through the opening of the fair on Friday at 5 p.m., buy your Jack Pass. If you have kids, you're going to want to buy that pass so that you can, because once the fair opens, they don't sell them anymore. And if you use the code WFRE, you're going to save $5 on your Jack Pass, thegreatfrederickfair.com. So the Jack Pass is entry and a rides wristband that you can use anytime, any day. Okay, so use WFRE so that you can save $5 on that. Oh, let's see what else is happening. So we've got that Catoctin Furnace Living History Festival. We heard from Reiner yesterday. Pay what you can on the 11th. So go to catoctinfurnace.org. You'll see the information there to attend that great event. And I'm hoping I can get up to that because it sounds really, really cool. The fair opens on the 12th on the Friday. TheGreatFrederickFair.com is the place you need to go to get all the details on opening times and what is happening. Brantley Gilbert and Sadie Bass are the performers for the opening night of the fair. You can get your tickets through TheGreatFrederickFair.com, but the ticket website is eTix Only get the tickets from e-tix. Do not buy tickets to the fair for anything from anybody on social media unless you know them personally. That Catoctin Furnace Living History Festival continues on the 12th as well. And then you can see here we are rolling right through September with, I'm telling you, we just got so many events. September 13th, In the Streets. I'm going to have a lot of fun stuff, but I'm putting the finishing touches on everything right now. We've got pop-up vendor right out in front. Everything Frederick and Good Morning Frederick are going to be right on the street. We're going to have a whole slew of brand new t-shirts that we're going to be selling with Frederick on them. You're going to love them. I think you're going to love them. And we can't wait for you to check them out. You'll be able to purchase cash, credit card, Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, all the things. Okay. And then TI is in concert on the 13th. On the 14th, from 7 to 4, you have the Pulling for Veterans Flea Market at AmVets Post 2. They call that the farm, located right next to Tree Trekkers. And it's $30 for a 10 by 10 space to sell. Or, of course, at 9 a.m., you can head over there to shop from the flea market. The Commodores and Village People are at the Great Frederick Fair on the 14th. And then the 15th, it is the Truck and Tractor Pull Night. The 16th is the Demo Derby with cars. And the 17th is the Demo Derby with trucks and vans and figure eight. That's a lot of fun. The 18th, Ann Wilson with Caleb and John performs at the Great Frederick Fair. And I know I'm going to be adding in a bunch more events, unfortunately, to the schedule as we get closer. September 27th, want to let you know, 26th and 27th, the Frederick's Oktoberfest is at the Frederick Fairgrounds. It's a great event. If you've not been, they do the Friday night and the Saturday. And also the 27th has 3 huge events. The 6th annual Jeep Fest for St. Jude is on the 27th from noon to 7. That's at the Walkersville Carnival Grounds. And from 5 to 7, it's the Sepsis Shootout to benefit Love for Laughlin, and that is at Rockwell Brewery. October 4th and 5th, it is Brunswick Railroad Days. Great opportunity to get into Brunswick and check out that great town. I'm telling you, since doing Front Paige and spending some time in Brunswick and Jefferson, I forget it's not far away. It's a cute, quaint little town. Got a lot of great businesses in it and a great opportunity to support Brunswick. And then October 8th, you're going to hear more about Pumpkins for a Purpose. It is at Walker's Overlook. It is a benefit for Frederick Rescue Mission. So I'm telling you, I'm trying to give this delivered to you in morsels so that it's not so overwhelming, but we have so many things going on in this town. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Then we're going to come back with Youssef Aboul-Enein, Hood College graduate in the doctorate program. Really fascinating man. I really enjoyed speaking with him. And then we have an edition of Front Paige. Christine is being featured from Daisy Cakes Bakery in Jefferson. All of that comes just after this.
At Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic, we understand how pain can hold you back. We're here to understand what you're going through. For a limited time, you can schedule your first visit for just $50. Give us a call and mention Good Morning Frederick, and let's get you feeling better.
Hi, I'm Devin, your friendly neighborhood shower door expert. Upgrade your bathroom with a beautiful glass shower door, custom fit to accent your space and make getting into your shower one of the highlights of your day. Come see us at our brand new showroom in Frederick, Maryland, or online at showerdoorexperts.com.
Experience an unforgettable vacation at the Salty Seahorse on the 4x4 beach in Corolla, North Carolina. Enjoy the pool, relax in the hot tub, fish, and kayak right off the private dock. The Salty Seahorse will be your forever vacation home. Go to thesaltyseahorse2201.com. All right, it's time to find out who is making our market, well, better for sure. Market Makers is sponsored by the Healing Storm Holistic Wellness. Shannon and her team strive to make sure you're seen, heard, and valued. The Healing Storm focuses on alternative holistic healing methods to relieve your stress and pain, massage therapy, Reiki, lymphatic massage, and a healing journey program. And also, she makes these infused essential oils. I know, very hard to see it on the screen there, but this is awesome. This is lavender infused oils. You can use them like right out of the shower. Helps to relax you. She's got a bunch of different kinds, St. John's wort, all these different things to help you feel better. Go get them. This one is on sale, this lavender, through the end of September. Check out thehealingstorm.com. They're located right on Toll House Avenue, across from the hospital. You can schedule an appointment. She's got, I'm doing the Frotox. Now, I understand that because I do this all the time, this is never going to go away 100%. But wait until I show you the before and after photos. It has definitely been lessened. And so if you have any pain or if you have crow's feet or things like that, she's worked on that too. It's kind of smoothed my face out a little bit. I love it. But you can take care of that at the Healing Storm. So reach out to her today. All right. I got a chance to meet Youssef. He graduated from Hood College in May. Now, I actually did this interview right in May. It's just we've had so many other things. And I'm so glad to be able to get him on today. Fascinating man. And here's his story. Every now and then you get to chat with somebody who just blows you away. And this is my opportunity to speak with Youssef Aboul-Enein, a doctoral, about to graduate. You were, there was a hooding ceremony this last weekend, which I think you were unable to attend.
Yeah, unfortunately, I was working that day. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, first, I would like to welcome you to Good Morning Frederick. Secondly, I want to thank you for your extended service to our country in the military and everything you've done since. You have really had an impact not only on the world, but certainly we're happy to have you as an adjacent member of the Frederick community. So welcome to Good Morning Frederick.
Well, it's a delight, Dani, to be here with you and to also wish good morning to my fellow citizens from Frederick.
Yes, absolutely.
It's a great community. I sneak over there quite often.
Well, as you should. So currently you reside in Montgomery County in Gaithersburg.
That's correct.
You've had quite a storied career. Many, you're so highly educated. I don't even know where to begin, but you have a couple master's degrees. Is this your second doctorate program?
No. This is my first doctorate.
This is it. Okay. So the Dr. Aboul-Enein, is this the end of the education, or are you still?
I got to tell you, after writing this dissertation, I probably will need some kind of a little bit of a break from writing. But don't lose heart, because I came to the doctoral program being the author and co-author of 7 books on the Middle East. So I did, wow. and I learned that writing a dissertation is very different from writing a book. Very different. So I've got a book or 2 in me, and I need to get it out. So
nice. Now, you were born in the United States, but grew up in Saudi Arabia, speaking Arabic fluently, obviously, reading, writing, and you ended up in the military for a long time. And 9/11 happened and kind of, changed the course, of many of our lives, certainly, but especially yours, because you were at the Pentagon on 9/11.
Yeah, that's correct. I was actually outside the Pentagon waiting for the 940 shuttle to take me from the Pentagon to the Defense Intelligence Agency at the Aboul-Enein base. When American 77 impacted the building at 9:37. And man, it was like an Apollo rocket on your head, and what I remember most about it, Dani, is the sound.
Mm,
Sound has never left my mind. It's
I bet.
unlike any sound I've ever heard. But it impacted me personally, but also impacted me professionally, in that there was a
Mm,
dire need for Arabic linguists. It was desperate. That essentially I had to abandon my career as a military medical administrator.
mm.
And for 21 out of the 28 years I was in active duty, I essentially spent it in some form in the global war on terrorism.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
That is one heck of a place to be for so long, but
yeah.
obviously extraordinarily important for our country. So again, it's just you've done nothing but continue to help. So now, as so you are your doctorate is in organizational leadership,
Yeah,
or
that's
what is
correct.
you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And so how do you feel like this program is going to help you moving forward?
That's a great question, Danny. In my case, even though I retired in 2022 after 28 years active duty, I'm continuing to advise and consult and train both our DoD men and women in the Defense Department, as well as the in different federal agencies, law enforcement agencies,
Mm.
dealing with my expertise in counterterrorism and dealing with my expertise on the Mid East. And as you know, with the Middle East, it's never a dull moment in that region. So
No, it never is.
oh yeah, yeah. So the doctorate, actually, I got to tell you, it helped me on many levels. On one level, one of the things I do teach is the craft of intelligence writing, intelligence analysis, briefing policymakers, and it's like any writer. I think, in my opinion, any writer, even at my age, I mean, you got to keep working on the craft. Otherwise it atrophies. And
Yeah.
the doctoral program gave me essentially 4 years to work on that craft. But more importantly, it actually introduced me to new ways of looking at things, because my dissertation actually dealt with one of Saddam Hussein's generals.
I
Uh,
was wondering
yeah,
what your
yeah,
dissertation was on. So,
yeah, yeah. I was introduced to his papers in 2013 at Fort McNair in the Conflicts Records Research Center. And I've been in and out of his mind as far as his papers are concerned since then. And when I came to Hood College, I actually sat down with the dean, as I guess part of the interview process, and we sat down. We had tea together, and I told her I brought these wheel books. I have one example of them, but there's these books that are about this stack high, and I told her, "Hey, I need your help. I need to turn this into three things. I need to turn this into a dissertation, and I need to turn this into a manuscript of some sort, and I need to turn this into seminars for our troops. And I need your help."
oh
And she said,
wow.
"Those are three different things, but let's get started with the dissertation." So what's amazing is this particular general, he quite an intellect. First of all, the United States Armed Forces actually got a chance to interview him, but regrettably, because there wasn't enough bandwidth, if you will, they never explored his books. He had actually written books on war. Yeah, so I'm thinking that interview would have gone much differently had they read his books. Uh,
Yeah.
and that's one of the lessons learned from the dissertation. But another thing too, Danny, is that he advocates, from his perspective, an Arab art of war, and he then mires me in 30 battles, and he gets so tactical that I needed Hood College, I needed my dissertation committee, God bless them, to help me understand. So where's the art? And it's not until I had no idea of thinking of this, of introducing some different social theories, identity theories, social theories, spatial theories, humans' relationship to space, if you will, theories, that I began to see what he was talking about as an art of war.
Wow.
And it was a real struggle, actually. And it didn't come to me until I got to tell you, I mean, it was like I want to say last September is when it began to come to me. I would have been still struggling with the dissertation if that epiphany didn't happen.
Yeah.
Another epiphany occurred is when I was actually at the Hoover Institution's collection, Iraq collection, and I was reading his edited military journals, and I was thinking, oh my God, this guy's my mirror image. He made it his business to introduce Saddam's officers to U.S. military works
Right.
and Western military works, and I did the reverse on active duty in my writings, published writings, and my books that I published. My mission was to introduce Arab military thought to U.S. military officers. So I found my intellectual mirror image.
That's
And
crazy.
that would not have been possible, that
Yeah.
discovery, without Hood College, without going through that dissertation process.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you are fascinating. I'd love to do a recurring series with you and just find out what is really happening in and around the world. So you have how many books that you've published?
I've authored and co-authored 7 books, 5 actually
Wow.
with Naval Institute Press. The last one is Middle East 101. It's 101 Essential Questions for Deploying Troops. And I co-authored it with my colleague, Joe Stanek. He's also a Navy officer, retired. He's actually retired a decade ahead of me. So I also did Middle East. So it was a nice overlap.
Yeah. Boy,
and-
you really are you're just lazy and not driven at all. I can tell. Well, you're exactly who we need, continuing to protect this country and advise people about what is going on. Congratulations on the
Thank you, Dani.
doctorate.
Appreciate that.
I know it is a long journey, and wouldn't have doubted it for a minute that you would have done it, but happy for you that you have achieved it.
I appreciate that, Dani. And again, have yourself a good morning.
Yes, you as well. Thanks so much.
Take care. Bye-bye.
He was amazing. So interesting, fascinating people that impact our area. Love it so much. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Then we're coming back to meet Christine from Daisy Cakes Bakery right in Jefferson.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is powered by Ken's Automotive and Transmissions, Total Car Care. Need an oil change or brakes? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can take care of that. How about exhaust or engine work? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can do that too. No matter what you need for your car, Ken's Automotive and Transmissions is Total Car Care. Go to kenstrans.com to schedule an appointment today.
Hey, if you're like me and you've always wanted to go to Alaska, well, you can join me. Antietam World Travel Service is putting everything together for June 9th through the 20th, 2026. We're going to do the land and the sea. It's going to be wonderful. You can get all the information at antietamtravel.com. Go there right now and just express your interest, and we will answer any questions that you have, but you can join me. Let's go to Alaska. Let's see all the great stuff Alaska has. June 9th through 20th, 2026.
Cosmec Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves, double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset, 'cause we're patients too. CosmecHealing.com.
Real estate goddess, yeah. She's the one to get you there. Homes and dreams are perfect, yeah. Shining finally beyond compare.
A&S Construction is a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business, and they're located right here in Frederick, servicing Frederick County and surrounding areas. A&S Construction specialize in roofing and siding. They can also take care of your windows and gutters and even build you a new patio or deck. Maybe you want something screened in or glassed in, like an additional room on your house. Anything external that happens on your home, they can handle it. Call Sandra at 301-703-2157 or send an email, info@ansconstruction.net. Remember, you get $750 off any roof or siding replacement or $50 off any roof repairs as long as you tell Sandra you saw her on Good Morning Frederick. They do great work. And boy, let me just tell you, she's nominated for every award that we have here in Frederick, which says something for sure. All right, let's find out who is making our market super tasty. Market Makers is sponsored by the Maryland Lottery with tons of ways to win with hot scratch-offs like Big Money, where a $5 ticket can net you $50,000, or the $2 Monopoly ticket with a top prize of $10,000. Go to mdlottery.com for all the details. Plus, you can download that Maryland Lottery app. It's free in your app store, and you can even scan your tickets right away to see if you're a winner. You must be 18 or older to play. Please play responsibly. All right, this is the next installment of Front Paige. My intern who's back at school, Paige Trendell, a sophomore at University of Maryland in the School of Journalism, helped me by doing interviews with people and companies in Jefferson and Brunswick. And this one is Christine from Daisy Cakes Bakery in Jefferson, Maryland.
I'm here with Christine at Daisy Cakes Bakery, located in Jefferson, Maryland. When did you make the decision to open up your own bakery store?
Well, long story short, I've kind of always loved to bake. Ever since I was a kid, I've been obsessed with Cupcake Wars, Cake Boss, all of those fun shows, and I would take all of the ingredients in my house and make whatever I could, every box mix, everything. So I've always loved doing it, and I started doing it probably in high school. I was diagnosed with a chronic illness in high school, so I couldn't really work a traditional job. So I started doing it for family and friends, and that way I could manage my own schedule. And about a year and a half ago, I found this place. So it kind of just worked out that way. And now I have a whole team of people in here. It's great.
Yeah, it's really nice. So obviously you sell the donuts that have been in Jefferson for forever. They're famous. Then you also sell other pastries, cakes.
Yes, absolutely. So my big thing before I got in here, obviously donuts will never change in here. They will always stay the same. But my big thing is cakes from scratch. I've always done that. So I've changed all the cake recipes, icing recipes to be completely from scratch. Same with some of our cookies. We now do a brown butter chocolate chip cookie. And we do all of our bear claws from scratch. We do some savory pastries. So pretty much we pride ourselves on doing everything in here from scratch and doing it ourselves.
That's great. Do you cater for weddings, events?
Yes, absolutely. That's like one of our biggest things we love to do is baby showers, bridal showers, weddings, all that fun stuff. Yep, we absolutely love doing those orders.
So obviously you bake. Do you also decorate the cakes?
Yes, so that's kind of my niche in here is almost every cake in here is decorated by me or our head baker, Riley. So that's kind of my area that I stay in here is all the cake stuff.
Perfect. Do you have a favorite design or type of cake?
I mean, I like to do a lot of little like floral cakes, all the heart cakes, some of the vintage wedding cakes. Those are always really, really fun.
Yeah. Do you have an all-time favorite cake that you've made?
I think like my all-time favorite flavor of cake, I love German chocolate cake. That I think is super underrated, especially made from scratch. It is super, super soft and like kind of like a light chocolate cake. It's the best.
That's great. And then also, some people might not know, but in Jefferson, especially with this bakery, kinklings are a tradition every year.
Oh yeah, kinklings are probably the biggest deal in here. Every year around February or March, around Fat Tuesday specifically, we start doing our kinklings again, and you'll find them at Trout's in here. We do tons of pre-ordering for them. So yeah, kinklings are a huge deal in here for sure.
Yeah, and you can't find them many other places. Because when I was at UMD in the wintertime, I wanted kinklings, and I looked it up on Google, and the closest place was here.
Oh, that's too funny. Yeah, we do get, funny enough, a lot of people who will come from like Baltimore, DC, who like just need kinklings during that time for sure.
Yeah, they're pretty great. Do you have a lot of regulars that
Yes, that is one thing I really love about having a storefront is I get to see so many of the same faces, some even every single day or every week. So that is the best to see those same people all the time. Yep.
That's What's your favorite thing about owning your own business?
I would definitely say my favorite part about owning my own business is definitely all of the small community in here. That is the best part for sure, is seeing those same people all the time and getting to interact with all of the lovely people of Jefferson. So I would definitely say having a small business has that special factor where you get to really get to know everybody in here. And so yeah, definitely say that's probably my favorite part.
That's nice. All right. Where do you see the bakery going, or where do you hope it goes within the next year?
Next year, I hope to eventually have all of these lovely cases replaced, have some new refrigerators, really just update the whole building. I want to paint the outside. I want to get some new shutters. Just kind of, this place has been here for 30, 40 years, which is lovely, but it does need some TLC for sure. So I hope in the next year we can get this place looking like a different building.
Nice. What do you love about living and working in Frederick County?
I absolutely love living and working in Frederick County. I would definitely say the community around here is the best. Absolutely. I've never experienced such acceptance and such amazing people around here. So that has been probably the best part.
Ah, yes. Want to thank Christine and Paige for that at Daisy Cakes, adorable bakery right in front of Hemp's in Jefferson. You can't miss it. Famous for their donuts. And yeah, of course, we got to get the Kinklings come around early next year. All right, that's it for our show today. Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate when you like, share, and comment. It helps to tell the algorithm that we're something people should see, especially those in Frederick County. Let a friend know about Good Morning Frederick. That's one way that you can help out. A lot of people ask me from time to time, how can I help you? And that is the best way. Suggest Good Morning Frederick. Let me know if there's someone you'd like to see interviewed on the show. And just get out there and be great, Frederick.